Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Darkeoj. We're back with a YouTube video. It's been a while, but we're going to be starting up a new series of tutorial-based Minecraft. So today's is going to be a short and simple 20-minute survive night 1, or it should be 20 minutes in theory. So this is going to be your basic startup tutorial, what you need to get, what you need to try and have done before nightfall when the mobs start spawning. Now, I have no idea what biome I'm going to spawn in. I could spawn in a desert, I could spawn in a forest. In this case, I have spawned in a jungle. So the first thing I'm going to do is look around and try to identify what I have available to me. I see a sheep, and that's very important to get wool. So the first thing I'm going to do is go down, and I'm going to collect up some wood. So you're going to want to have quite a bit of wood, because you're going to need enough to make a crafting table, a pickaxe, and a basic shelter. Now Minecraft runs on 20-minute cycles. So it is 10 minutes of daytime, then 10 minutes of nighttime. So you'll want to make sure that you are safe after 10 minutes. So we're going to make a crafting table. And then we're going to make some sticks and a wooden pickaxe. We'll go ahead and grab this crafting table. And we are going to kill the sheep. Keeping in mind of the icon which controls swing time. And we have our first white wool. Now, that isn't going to be useful for us immediately until we find 3 pieces of wool. And they do have to be all the same color, if I'm not mistaken. So this black sheep's kind of unfortunate for us. But what that'll let us do is make a bed with 3 pieces of wool. Now that is your prime best thing to go for when you first start out, is if you can get 3 pieces of wool and make a bed, you'll be able to sleep through the night and skip it, and you won't have to deal with any creepers, zombies, no mobs, and you'll be able to start the day off fresh and save some time. So now that we have some wood, we have a little bit of food with the mutton. We're going to want to see if we can find another sheep before nightfall. Now, you can sprint, but that will cause you to eat up more hunger, but it'll also save you time. And as you can see, you can look at the sun and see how it's moving. So I see a sheep up over there, so I'm going to jump over across, and I'm going to go grab that sheep. It's going to save me a lot of time, it's going to make it a lot safer for me to go through the night, and I'll be a lot better off. So I think this clearing right here is going to be a good spot to set up. It's a nice open area with a lot of options around us. So I'm going to make a basic little house. And you're going to want to have some space on the inside so that way you can place down your bed, your crafting table, furnace, any chests. And my rule of thumb is always go 3 high at least for your walking area, and then you'll put your roof on top. So I'm going to go ahead and throw down my crafting table, and I'm going to make a wooden axe now, which I should have done earlier, so that way I can get more logs, so I can get more wood. Alright, and also since we did find a jungle, we will get watermelon from this, which is nice because that is a sustainable and refreshable food source, which is really, really lucky. You won't always get that because jungles can be hard to find. But there I got 61 melon slices for pretty much free. Now you'll want to make sure whenever you're first setting up that you don't go too far from your house because you don't want to accidentally lose it. Because then you'd have to remake it, and nobody wants to have to remake their house. Make sure you're always replanting saplings nearby, so that way you have sustainability. Axes are a really nice weapon to use because they do typically one-hit mobs when you jump to hit them. Jumping causes critical on the downswing, so you can jump up and hit them. And then you're good to go. So now I'm going to take these planks and finish up the house. And then you can make a door out of 6 planks. It gives you 3 of them. So I'll make a nice little double door just for aesthetics. And then with some of this wood, I'm going to make 2 chests. So that way I can put some of the excess material away. Three wool and 3 planks makes a bed, so now we'll be able to sleep, and this also sets our spawn, so if we die we will come back to our house. And now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this jungle wood and I'm going to make slabs out of it. Now monsters cannot spawn on half slabs, so it is a perfect block to use on the top of your house, as it is a little bit cheaper and it prevents monsters from spawning. Now, one issue we will have is once you put a roof on your house, monsters could potentially spawn inside of your house because it's not lit up by torches. So what our solution to that is we're going to dig down and make a small little tunnel next to our house so we can go mining. Now what we're going to want is we're going to want enough cobblestone to make a furnace, which is 8 cobblestone. We're going to want 3 more for a pickaxe, 3 for an axe, and then 2 for a sword. So that total is going to be 16 pieces. I can't do math apparently. So we have those 16 pieces. I'm going to go ahead and eat some of that melon slice to recover my hunger. So we made a furnace, and now we will need a little bit more logs. In this case, I'm just going to grab 2. Now, because we haven't acquired coal yet, we're going to smelt jungle logs, or any type of log, in a furnace using planks, and that will make us charcoal. One charcoal and 1 stick will make us torches, so we can light up our house. And this prevents mob spawning, it lightens it up so we can see. It makes everything a lot easier for us. And then with the rest of the sticks we have, we're going to make that pickaxe, axe, and then we're going to make a sword. If we look at the sun, we can see that it is almost set. So we have successfully made a house, a bed, furnace, crafting table, and a chest in the first night. Before the first night, actually. So, because I have a little bit more time, I'm going to go ahead and continue mining. And like I did here, you can put torches in your offhand so you can right-click to place them automatically. Now, I'm trying to avoid having to mine the diorite because it is known as bird's poop to most people. So we sometimes try to avoid mining it because it is a useless decorative block. Same thing with this andesite here. And so at the end of your first day, if you don't have a bed, sometimes the solution is to, instead of looking for a bed and wasting time, you can instead just go mine downstairs. Go mine down. Nothing will hurt you in a tiny little mine. Now, if we listen carefully, you can hear footsteps and growling like that. That signifies that there is a cave system nearby. So if you try and dig towards those sounds, sometimes you can get lucky, or in my case run into coal. But I can hear that it's still that way somewhere, so I can continue mining in that direction looking for the sound. You can also faintly hear there's a skeleton somewhere in the background. So it is pointing more towards the sounds of a cave. And while caves can be a little bit more dangerous due to the fact that there's enemies in them, they also are usually easier to find loot. So now it's sounding more above me. And this here is copper. It can be used to make lightning rods, but generally beyond that, there's not much good. So in this case, I broke my torch on accident. Now, I'm out of torches and I don't have wood on me. So this is a point where it's better for me to turn around, go back the way I came, and exit the mine. And as you can see, it is nighttime now. So I'm going to go ahead and sleep, and you're set to go. So either you continue mining down and get more resources and head into iron and getting more geared up, or you sleep the night away and you could still stay on the surface. So as you can see here, a witch had spawned, which is a very scary thing, as they throw potions at you, which is why making a sword is so important. And as well as a spider. Now, spiders during the day will not attack typically, unless provoked. So for the most part, they'll leave you alone if you leave them alone. And so yeah. Everything's good. I'd be able to go out. I can keep mining. I can keep getting wood and working more on the base. There's so many different options. It just depends on what you would want to do and what your aim is. So that's how you survive night 1. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see y'all in the next one. Later.